Hey honey, so this video is for Tuesday, October 28th, and I felt like the Lord wanted me to share with you the Bible verse that was on that day. It was James 5:13, which says, "Is anyone among you sick? Let them pray. Is anyone among you happy? Sing songs of praises." So I want you to pull that verse up and just soak it in, ruminate in it, just read it, a few times carefully, slowly. And think about what that means for yourself. Who can you pray for today? Is there anybody that, you know in your life who's maybe sick or going through something? Is there anybody who's sad and who just needs a friend or someone to talk to, or even just to cry with someone? Because that same passage says, weep with those who weep, I believe. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Is there anybody who is celebrating something? Celebrate with them. The whole point of that passage is to be with people who are around you. Keep your eyes open and your ears open to be able to be there in the mess or in the celebrations with people, because that's what Jesus did. One of my favorite passages of scripture is in the Gospels when Jesus he came face to face with this woman who was caught in the act of adultery, and the Pharisees and the Sadducees had pushed her on the ground, so she was in the dust. But it says Jesus got down in the dust with her. And so sometimes being with people means also getting in the mess and getting in the hard stuff. So ask the Lord today, how can I be empathetic, sympathetic, and relate to someone today? And talk about it with mom and dad, at the table or on the couch today, and talk about ways that you guys can look for opportunities to weep with those who weep, or to rejoice with those who rejoice, to pray over those who are sick, to be there with other people. And just ask the Lord to bring people into your life who can be that for you too. But know that I love you, and I hope you're having a great day, and I miss you, and you're doing such a great job. Today is the day, baby, and I'm so proud of you. I love you. Bye, Bubba. Hi, little one. So this video is for Wednesday, October 29th. So on Wednesday, we were at the peak of theming, because that was theme week for Victory Kids. We just had theme night the night before. Oh my goodness, and theme weeks are just absolutely crazy. Those are the weeks where my hands are sore and bruised. I have paint all over my legs. I've got, a sore back. It's just like crazy stuff. So normally those days I work 9 to 10 sometimes, or even 9 to 6, and it's just like crazy. It's crazy. So that day, I think this last week of theming has just been like probably some of the most hardest work I think I've done. And it was pretty meticulous. And I just remember thinking like, oh my goodness, like I don't know how I'm gonna finish all this in time. Like I have so much to get done that's not theming. For the normal weekend, and on top of that I have to paint this, I have to clean this, I have to put that away, I have to put this together, I have to print that, I have to get this, go to the store and buy that. Like it's just like so much stuff. And goodness gracious, I just remember thinking this last Wednesday, how am I gonna do all this? I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I have so much going on, and then on top of that having to get ready to pack this week. And so it's just like all this different stuff. And so I just asked God, like, God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I do not know how I'm going to get everything that I need done in a good time, and get enough rest. But Lord, I know you'll help me do it. That was it. I maybe prayed that one time, maybe twice. And God ended up helping me literally do the impossible, which was get everything that I needed done. Like literally everything, which is so crazy because I had so much to get done. And so let that just be a reminder to you and an encouragement that when you feel overwhelmed, or you feel like, I'm stretching myself thin, or like I have so much to do, or I feel like I can't get this done, this is too hard for me, remember that God is with you and he will help you accomplish it, whether that is a project at school, whether that is having a hard conversation with someone, whether that's you've got so much on your plate right now and you don't know how you're going to just navigate all of it. Whatever it is, know that the Lord is with you in the middle of the stress. Jesus dealt with stress when he was alive. Well, he isn't alive, but when he was on the earth. And he dealt with it. He had stress, but he ended up giving it to the Lord, and the Lord helped him accomplish what needed to be done. And he says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest." So when you feel heavy, when you feel burdened, when you feel like you're carrying so much, just like that Bible verse says in Matthew, and look up that Bible verse. Remember that just like in John 15, we can come to him, we can rest in him, and we can just find peace. Just like also in Psalm 91, he's our shelter in times where there's overwhelming chaos, or there's, darkness, or there's confusion. He's our shelter. So no matter what it is you're going through this day or this week or this month, know that the Lord will help you overcome it all. You just have to come to him, ask him to help you, and he will come in and help you. Because James 1 says he gives us wisdom, and he isn't mad at us for asking for wisdom, but he gives it to us freely and boldly, and he helps us in our times of weakness, because his grace is sufficient for us, is what it says in the book of Corinthians. So be encouraged, Bubby. The Lord helps you, and he blesses you, and he keeps you, and his face shines upon you, and you can do it. I'm proud of you. Don't let the stress overwhelm you. Come to the Lord, breathe, and just let God overwhelm you with his love and his grace in today. I love you. Have a great day, baby. Mwah. Hey, honey. So this video is for Thursday, October 30th. So Thursday was a nice day. We went to Pastor Chris and Lisa's house for an offsite for work. An offsite is where you go and you're still working, but you go somewhere else. It's not your workplace, to either work or have like a certain meeting. And so we were having a meeting at their house, basically talking about what are some things that, we want to celebrate that happened this week? What are some things we need to work on? What's coming up? And then also we had this whole maybe 1 or 2 hour seminar basically about how to navigate stress, and it was actually really good. And so we read the Bible verse, I think it was in Mark, that says Jesus, he was in the middle of this large crowd, and he and his disciples, they didn't have time to eat, and they were tired. But it says Jesus went away to rest and to pray. And so when I read that verse, it just kind of reminded me that even Jesus took times and moments to take a pause and breathe. I know life can move at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and it can feel like it can't slow down, like you can't slow down. But we're not above God. Even God took times of rest. Even in the very beginning in Genesis, it says he rested. Jesus rested. He took times to come away from the responsibilities and the work and the stress and the people to basically just reflect, refresh, and talk to God. Because I think when we move so quick and fast and we have so much to get done, we forget how important it is to take those moments of rest, and we kind of forget to talk to God in the middle of it. So wherever you are at today, I want you to take moments of rest. Even if it feels like the hardest thing in the world and you feel like you don't have the time to do it, do it. Even if you put on a timer for 5 minutes. That's enough. And in those 5 minutes, be intentional about telling God how you're doing, what you need, pouring out your heart to him, telling him about your day because he wants to hear about it. And even just take a few moments to sit in silence, to breathe. Close your eyes and listen for what he's saying, because it's good to talk to God, but he wants to talk to us too. So I want you to take those moments today and this week, and honestly every day, but especially in today, whatever it is you're navigating, or even if today's just a chill day and there's not a lot of stressful things going on, take those moments, because it will refresh you and help you for when those stressful times come. You'll be able to navigate them better, because you're coming off of a foundation of this place of being with God. And that's where the peace comes from, is those times that you have trusted on and taken those pauses with God. The Bible calls them moments of Selah, which means to pause and calmly think about what God is saying. That's what Selah means. So take some moments of Selah today and think of me while you do. I love you. Have a great day, Bubby. Jesus loves you and he's proud of you, and you're doing a great job, and I'm proud of you too. I love you. You're a wonderful young woman, and you're growing up so well. I love you. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Bubby. Today's the day. Hi, honey. So today's video is for October 31st, which was my birthday, 22. It was actually a really good birthday. You guys all made me feel really loved. And I think probably one of the highlights of yesterday was I was in the shower and you popped in singing 22. I'm not gonna lie, that put the biggest smile on my face, which was so sweet, and I absolutely loved it. Oh man, I got chocolate on my elbow. My donut in my bed probably wasn't a good idea, but anyway, I'll deal with that later. It was a good birthday. I really loved spending time with you guys. I really cherish just being together. Going to Sephora, going to Target and Kohl's, getting Chick-fil-A and ramen at Umaido and Mozart Bakery, and then playing games at around the table. That was so fun. Playing Try Not to Laugh. Sebastian won twice. Watching Stranger Things and Halloween Jessie and Good Luck Charlie. It was just really fun. It was really beautiful. So thank you for making my last birthday at home so special. I definitely won't forget it. It was, I think, my favorite birthday so far. I really, really enjoyed it. It was just special and sweet and intimate, and I liked that because I feel like the last several years, I mean always, but specifically the last several years, we've been doing kind of like bigger things for my birthday, like medieval times or Maggiano's in the Puppet Museum, and and inviting like 15 of my friends and stuff like that. Going to Avalon and going to a fancy dinner, and all those are wonderful, but there's something super sweet and special about this birthday. It was just us, and I really, really love. Sorry, my video cut out. Yeah, I'm losing I'm losing so much storage making all these videos. It's okay. Yeah, this birthday was just beautiful. Getting to spend it with you guys, I really enjoyed it, and it was just special, and I really loved the memories that we've gotten to make just in this season, and we're gonna make so many great ones in this next season. But it was really sweet. It was nice. Yeah, I think that waking up and you singing 22 is awesome, and trying the not to laugh at the not to laugh game, that was super fun. But just being with you guys, that was the best part. I love being with you guys. I really do. I really love being with you guys. And it's going to be different when it's not us together all the time. But you guys are still my family, and that's never going to change. And, the memories that we make won't change either. And the memories that we're going to make are going to be even more beautiful and better. Change is hard. It's not easy, but what's the best part of change is that my love for you guys and your love for me doesn't change. So no matter where life takes us, you know, there are certain things that just don't change. I got a Charlie Mackesy book yesterday, and it said something like, the dark clouds pass, but the blue sky never does. So, you know, when you think of change, that big cloud of change, remember all the things that don't change. God doesn't change. Our love for each other doesn't change. Our memories don't change. You know, God's goodness doesn't change. Yeah, just make a list of all the things that you're grateful for in this season. I think it helps keep perspective when change feels scary and overwhelming and upsetting. But yeah, so even though birthdays or even holidays won't be the same anymore, there are certain things that I know won't change. And I think that is what is encouraging for me is, you know, I'm still gonna see you guys. I'm still gonna love you guys. You know, I'm still gonna visit and make time for family days. You know, that's not gonna change. You know, schedules will change, but, you know, life will change, but, you know, we're still a family, and that doesn't change. God doesn't change. He's still good, and he still reigns over all of the change and transitions. So yeah, I love you. Be encouraged, little one. You're awesome. You're a rock star. And just remember all the good things in the middle of all of the uncertain things. So I love you. Have a great day. Today's the day. I love you. Bye. Hey, little one. So today's November 1st. You guys are at the mall getting stuff for yourselves for the wedding. Daddy's getting some shoes and all that. I'm at home finishing up some things like these videos, Sebastian's wedding gift from me, packing. It's so weird seeing our room kind of get like emptier. It's weird. It's a really weird feeling seeing all my stuff kind of just gone, packed up in boxes in my car. But I know that this season is going to be a good one. I know that it's different, you know, living in your own room now, because we've shared a room for 14 years. You know, not having me around all the time, you know, and that hasn't happened yet for me, because that's in 3 weeks. But I can imagine it, and I know it's going to be different not living with you guys, and not having you all around all the time. And so I think just packing everything up, it just kind of solidifies, like, things are changing, you know? We're gonna go see my new apartment, my house today, my new home. And that's so weird to say. Like, today, you know, I was like, oh yeah, we gotta get my dishwasher fixed. My dishwasher? What? Oh my gosh. So it's just very weird. And I think settling into anything new is gonna be different. It's surreal. It's like we've done something. We've done this way of life for so long that, you know, this new path is weird, you know? And I think we're all feeling it. But know that in the middle of all of the transition and the different way of living, you know, we're still family, and I'm still here with you, and mommy and daddy are still for you. So even if it feels lonely, know that you're not alone. Even if the change is, you know, odd, and maybe the house seems quieter, or, you know, you don't have someone to, you know, say goodnight to 1,000 times before bed, it's gonna be different. Not waking up and seeing you in your jammies every morning. But know that I still love you, and I am still your best friend, and you're still my best friend, and we still love you, and you can talk to us if it's ever too much, if it's ever scary or confusing or sad. We are still processing it together, so it's not like you're going through all this by yourself, or I'm going through all this by myself, or mom and dad are going through all this by themselves. We're going through it as a family, because it's different. We've never done this before. We've never had someone from our household leave. It's different, and nobody talks about this side of having a wedding, and that's okay. Because something that my friend Jess told me was, this season is supposed to be embraced in every sense of the word. The sad and the mad, the good and the bad and the beautiful and the laughter and the tears. We need to embrace all of it to fully embrace this season and be in it 100%. So embrace it and lean on the people who are around you. Lean on me if you need to talk. Lean on mom and dad. But know that you are not alone. And in those moments, remember, God is with you, and he loves you, and he doesn't abandon you, and he's with you and helping you process everything, no matter how long it takes. It's not like you don't have to pretend like it's okay if you feel like you're not okay, and if you're okay, like, that's totally fine. But I know there's going to be days where it's harder than others, but know that you don't have to put on a face or a fake smile or be brave. It's okay to not be okay. And you can talk to the people around you and lean on us if you need it. So just remember that today, that you're not alone, that we love you, that Jesus loves you, and he's proud of you. He's for you. We're for you. And we can lean on each other, when it feels like too much. The last thing we need to do is not tell each other how we're feeling, because I think we really should, and that will bring us closer. Our family's growing, and that's beautiful. Our lives are growing, even if it feels at times kind of sucky, and different and new, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And our life and our story is beautiful. You're beautiful. So, just be encouraged by that I'm here for you. Mommy and daddy are here for you. God is here for you. Your family loves you no matter where we are at. I love you, baby. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, I'm about to pull into Park at 980 to move my stuff in, and I am getting very teary-eyed because I feel like it's hitting, like, this is real, like, I'm gonna live here. This is crazy, and I've never lived anywhere else, so it's so hard to, like, comprehend anywhere being my home. But, like, as I'm driving there, I'm just praying, like, God, may this place feel like home. May this place be filled with love and care and joy and peace. I'm just praying for it, praying for the neighborhood and the community and my family and Sebastian's family and our future family. And it's wild, y'all. So, alright, here we go.
Yeah.